Be careful out there.
After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. From manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to recycling. Very boundary, science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge risk.
Hello. Come back anytime.
Whatever it takes, we will build a new Eden. A utopia for all.
Attention, please. Contingency protocol for asset preservation has been activated. Opening containment cells.
You didn't really think I'd let you sacrifice the future of mankind because management suddenly grew a conscience. So what now? Going to be a good boy and finish me off? Murder me in cold blood? You know that won't change a thing. It's too late, you see.
Mark Dean, perfect candidate for the program. We pulled him off the streets and put him to work in recycling a couple of weeks back. He's a complete zero. We even DNA typed him to outside databases. No living relatives. He's so happy to have a place to sleep and 3 square meals a day, he'll happily sign the consent forms.
An inquisitive mind. That's the spirit. And besides, things without all remedy should be without regard, right? What's done is done.
You better explain yourself. I'm running on a short fuse right now.
I would be wasting my breath on you. You failed to see, or maybe you chose not to. But I'm trying to save mankind here. Not just the species. No, I'm trying to save all of us. We're flawed, incomplete. We're not yet prepared to re-enter paradise, you see. We wouldn't survive. My Homo Machinalis could change that. They are the living proof that we could be more than human. We, all of us, could fill the world of tomorrow. Ascended beings in a new utopia.
So what about Utopia?
Let me put the record straight. Unlike Resolve, which will exterminate us slowly and painfully over generations, my nanites do a quick and clean job. I've minimized the suffering, a fresh start, a clean slate for those that remain. If that concerns you now, then you shouldn't have tried and stopped my little pet project. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be safe. Go on. Go smoke a nice fat stogie and watch the apocalypse from your glass tower with the rest of them.
I think you've got me confused with somebody else. I'm not working for the board.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. What difference does it make now? This place is going straight to hell, and we're going with it. Or we're already there, and didn't even notice.
So you know what's going on here?
I'm honored by your assumption, but even I have my limits. I do know a mob stormed my labs, and my colleagues are either dead, dumb, or simply gone. So much for security. And what's the board doing, Still twiddling their thumbs over the launch of Utopia? I submitted my final analysis weeks ago, and I'm still waiting. We need people who can make decisions around here.
So, these Tin Men are supposed to be our future?
Not pretty, is it? But the truth rarely is. Just think of it as an upgrade to survive the world of Utopia. Our meat machines are inadequate. We won't make it unless you hightail it back to your master's tower. We have the will to survive as individuals, but as a species, we need a push. There's no winning without sacrifice. I just wanted a level playing field to create a utopia for all.
I see your point. It's twisted, but...
Isn't it? If only those above us were so perceptive. Poor Chavez, all those years ago. Such a waste of a brilliant mind. I don't claim to know the one truth, because there isn't one. Everybody takes sides, and always their own. Good, evil, all nonsense and totally subjective. Just children's stories. As we grow older, mortality beckons, and so we reach for the divine. Same fairy stories, different binding. The individual must be prepared to sacrifice himself for the many. The species is what's important.
What about Chavez?
Yes, what about her? Not seen since she threw a tantrum and got kicked out of my labs. But still, wonderful woman. And an extraordinary scientist. An incredible intellect. Kind-hearted and so ambitious, you have to admire a fighter. But resolve didn't work. We needed to act and act fast. And I had the solution. It's just a shame her ego got in the way of her career.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important.
Warning. Security breach detected. Unauthorized implementation of contingency protocol confirmed.
Apologies for the delay in getting back to you. Your brother was transferred to R&D on the 17th. Due to the nature of his work, he will be unable to contact you for the foreseeable future.
Attention! Security forces have entered this sector. For your own safety, please comply with all official requests while the area is being secured.
I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. From manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical recycling.
Security forces under attack.
Our scientific staff.
Requesting backup.
Improve, build upon the foundation.
Echelon 9 team members, please fall back immediately to the executive floors.
New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing one step closer to us. It is a huge step. Together, whatever it takes, we will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. The garden was overnight. The road opened today. We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? It took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve, our process, manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. Real. Our scientists staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation. Shown the Gutenberg's original. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries, methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. But with every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process, manufacturing efficiency, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. Rio, our scientific staff, labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation. So the Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day we work to benefit the future of mankind, bringing closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we. Whatever it takes, we will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. As a garden bloomed overnight, was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, almost 2 centuries this way. I know. We're all impatient. Every passing day, every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process.
Good to see you. out for your fellow workers. They look out for you.
Chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. The CREO, our scientific staff, labors day and night to prove and build upon the foundation shown in Gutenberg's original. No one has ever attempted what you did. New discoveries and methods allow us to reach the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task. Together, we can do it. Whatever it takes. We will build a new Eden, a utopia for all. There's a garden with Rome built in a day. We all know the answer to these questions. Why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this. I know. We're all impatient. Every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve, all process of manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemicals, even down to the recycling of materials. CREO, our scientific staff, labor day and night to prove and build upon the foundation shown in Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods, very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task. With us once again is Jonah Greenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for taking time out. Well, let's get straight to the point.
Please do.
Since we last spoke, there's been... With us once again is Jonah Greenberg, founder and CEO of Creo. Jonah, thank you for taking time out of the clock.
Believe me, I wish it wasn't necessary. It's not like we're trying to save the planet for
Yes. Well, let's get straight to the point.
Please do.
Since we last spoke, there's been people speaking out against Project Resolve and even an independent board of scientific researchers that...
Independent board. Joseph Tasker of the Global 9 Research wanted the manufacturing rights for the Resolve rockets rather than building them here in the West and taking jobs overseas. Creo has helped pull the U.S. economy out of its longest slump in history. Artie Pearson, Nobel Prize-winning scientist, 2 decades ago, was refused work on Resolve because we found his methodology haphazard. And it's only two of them, believe me. That board is far from independent and impartial. Look, I'm not saying help.
Move on, worker. The area is not safe. I recommend... Oh, it's you! How are you doing, Mr. White Knight? I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. It's nothing personal, just... I'm in the middle of something here. They need me. There's been a security breach in R&D. Big thing. We have to clear the area, so... you shouldn't stick around.
Hey, are you alright?
No, I'm okay. It's just... there's so much going on. Like it's out of control. All the noise, the pain. Sometimes I feel like I can't hear my own thoughts anymore.
So, you're part of security?
I would have thought that would have been obvious from the uniform. Speaking of which, I need to get about my business. If I show up with only half of my equipment, the chief will have my head.
Okay, then let me help. Tell me what you need.
Leave it, please. I like that trait in a man. I appreciate your concerns, but... I'm ready. Or at least I will be. When I can find the rest of my gear. Damn helmet! Where did I leave you? And did I lose my leg and body armor?
Irina, you're an engineer, remember? You told me this.
An engineer? I can barely tighten a screw. Please. My head. I don't have time for this right now.
Then tell me, if you're security, you must know what's going on here, right?
That information is classified. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't. The investigation is ongoing.
I can't let you go out there without the proper equipment, can I?
Well, let's see what you got.
Perfect fit, I'd say.
Don't know what to say. Thanks. That is one part closer to being myself again.
Here, I think this helmet should fit.
Thank you. Means I only need to find that one last part now.
Try this. Should be the right one.
Thanks. I owe you one. You just spared me a lot of trouble.
Have to go now. Try and stay out of trouble.
I will. Probably thanks to you.
Welcome, Warren.
You're back. I can't tell you how relieved I am. Security's starting a major operation down in R&D. I was worried you'd get caught up in it. Warren, please contact me. I'll be waiting, okay?
Won't forget your help out there. You saved my ass.
Have you seen Davy?
Yep. Right out that door. Tried to stop him, told him, Davy, you don't want to go out there. But he was faster than a jackrabbit in spring. Something must have got right to him.
How are you holding up?
Okay, I guess. Went out a couple of times just to look around. I thought it would have got better, you know. Checked some consoles, first a bunch of errors, then the reboot initiated, but now... You seen that shit? That's code. It's overwriting everything. I'm telling you, something's really broken here.
Somebody's out to kill you, Hobbs. You know that? Name of Joe?
Yeah. It's about Mickey, right? Wasn't much left of him after the blackout. Had that dead man stare. Joe insisted we take him with us. Girl still loved him, even like that. But I didn't do nothing. I swear it was the others.
Are you lying, Hobbs? Are you a coward and a murderer? Well, are you?
No, I ain't. Joe can't know. She weren't there. She went scouting. Hank and Evo and me, we stayed with Mickey. Then those freaks appeared out of nowhere and Mickey just started howling. First sound he made and he just wouldn't stop. Hank grabbed him and shook him and he just wailed more. They were almost on us and Evo went mad with panic, knocked Mickey right upside the head, and Mickey just dropped, stone dead. I feel so ashamed because I just ran.
Take care, Hobbs.
Easy for you to say. Nobody's after your head.
to help. Do you require assistance, Warren? Good to see you.
Oh, thanks again for your help. Guess you saved me.
Have to go.
I will.
Failed to recognize authorization. Please report to security head at earliest opportunity for new ID.
Warren? You still there? I didn't doubt you for a second. The executive forum should be just around the corner. Please be careful. You're so close now. First of all, it's crucial that you can move freely, or you won't go far. You'll need some kind of authorization. A code, or maybe a borrowed identity. Our primary goal should be to check on the board. And please don't take any unnecessary risks. I don't want to lose you. Not now. I've gotten used to you being around.
Where can I find the board?
Where do you think? In the boardroom. Did you really need to ask that?
What can you tell me about this sector?
I always found it exciting. The hub of Creo. Decisions made here affect the world, and we can find help here, Warren. I know it.
You ever heard of Project Utopia?
No. But then I don't know most of what goes on around here. Do you think it has anything to do with what happened?
Probably nothing.
Maybe it's just me, but I think we have more pressing concerns. The board would know. If it's got anything to do with the current situation, we should try and inform them as soon as possible.
So where are you? You said you're stuck in management. I'm here.
When you break the lockdown, all the doors should open. I'll meet you in the boardroom once you've taken down the firewall. We'll finally be able to put an end to this nightmare.
I better get going.
Be safe. We're so close now.
Be careful out there. Have you been cleared for this sector? Please return after the area is secure. Lockdown in effect. Do you require assistance?
Bitch just tried to get me killed. I know it. She made me go through security, right through their damn HQ. Said there was no other way. Sure, the vent system would have been a better option. Even the main entrance was less guarded.
Failed to recognize authorization. Please report to security head at earliest opportunity for new ID.
What else have I got?
not cleared for this sector. We cannot ensure your safety. This area is reserved for security personnel. Danger. Safety risk detected. Threat level elevated. No admittance at this time. Threat level elevated. No admittance at this time. Welcome.